We're here at La Mirada giving this little guy a actual run test. Let's see how it goes.
Did fine. It only removed about 3.1 volts. Wow, back that up. 0.31 volts was the actual answer there. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it was actually really efficient. Just using the tiniest amount of energy to play that speaker. And a lot of people, as you know, if you're playing music on your phone, it doesn't use that much battery. What does use all the battery is your screen. So if you're able to play music with the screen off, you'll also notice that your phone battery lasts forever. And again, when it comes to using the mouth-to-lung tip, I'm struggling today. When it comes to using the mouth-to-lung coil on this tank, and especially if you're using nic salts or at least a higher nicotine, the amount of actual vaping wattage that you're going to be using is incredibly low. It's something like between 8 and 12 volts. And using that for probably a period of about a half hour straight, when I was doing the disc golf, we only used, again, 0.2 volts. So this thing is incredibly efficient. I would not be worried at all about the battery life. So huge pro there. Another pro is its sort of build. I mean, I love the idea that it's a plastic body. Plastic flexes instead of breaks or damages, especially if you have a metal body and you do a crash test or something like that. It's a lot lighter weight. It deals with temperature a lot better. It is a little bit easier to seal plastic, again, because things move and you can actually melt the plastic portions together if you ever have to. I don't think they did that on this one, though. And yeah, the hand size is actually not that bad for, again, a Bluetooth speaker. This is a reasonably sized Bluetooth speaker. It's pretty small. And there is a comparison for you. Not to mention this also has the vaping gears inside. So generally speaking here, I'm a fan. I do like it. Now, let's talk about some cons, because there are some cons, right? Con number one is the fitment of this little rubberized thingy. It moves around a little bit. And I don't mean that it moves around just because. I mean, like, if it's in your pocket or something, it kind of pulls a lip and rolls just a tiny bit too easily for me, which is not that big a deal, especially when it's new, but I guarantee as this gets old, the rubber is going to loosen up quite a bit. The second thing that's annoying about that is this is really important that you fill, the USB and reset plug with this little flippy seal. Now, if this moves back here, if I pull on that at all, I mean, obviously this is silly of a test, right? Nobody's going to be pulling on this, but just a slight movement here has actually opened up
this next one, this water test. I've done a few water tests, but this one that I filmed, I did it before now. As you can see, I'm still using it, but here's the water test, okay, people? I thought about doing like a pool and doing some other stuff, but I figured this would be good enough. Go ahead and check this out. All right, people, so we have a pot of water here. We got a little clear top. We're gonna get some music playing. We're gonna drop it in here and see what happens.
This is the end of the story.
Still playing underwater. That's kind of cool. Have a little water show. Getting a few connection issues out here. Let's put the top on. I have the Bluetooth connection. I don't know if moving the phone will help. Yeah. But let's see if I pull her out. Yeah, the Bluetooth connection is not very strong, just a few inches deep. It's stable right now. Okay, it obviously doesn't like going deep in the water. But everything seems fine. All right, so we had a little bit of fun there. Now I know it's shockproof. I could go throw it around and run it over with my car, but I don't feel it's necessary. What I want to talk about is everything. I got a lot to say here, all right? So prepare yourself. We got a lot to talk about here. Pros and cons, overall opinion, a lot of things. For one, let's start with pros. I'm gonna start with pros. This is awesome. This is great. There's so, oh, fuck me. Let's turn final countdown back on. I think it's pretty great. I think this is a great idea. There's so many people and so many construction people, people who are just maybe rock climbing. I noticed they showed that on the package. I don't know a lot of people that do that, but hey, biking, a bunch of different things. Just the whole name says it all. Active. You could do different stuff. Now here's my thing.
It's against the wall. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to try to destroy it. I just want to see if it does anything. See that there is some really bad chip ups there.
Ooh.
And it doesn't look like, it did suffer a little bit of damage there. And up here, suffered a little bit of damage as well. And doing one more thing.
Ooh.
There we go.
Do it again.
One more time.
Oh, do it again.
There we go.
How does he look?
It's still on,
Oh.
and you can still adjust.
Can you still play music?
We will check out right now. Guys, be careful if you do this because this is a LiPo. So let's see if we can play music with it. Let's make sure it's connected. We might have broke the Bluetooth module on the inside.
Bluetooth mode.
Hold on. It's got to stay connected.
Talk nicely to it.
It works well, Bree. Very good job. Very good job.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so here's the deal. Listen, this thing does, in fact, take an ass kicking. I am going to tell you that, listen, this is a LiPo, and this is not something that you want to go outside, you want to break, you really want to experiment with just because, well, LiPos themselves are very sensitive, especially a lot more sensitive than what we're used to seeing in our lithium ions or your 18650s. Not saying you should be dropping any of these batteries, but LiPo itself is just a different technology and a different material on the inside. All in all, for what this can do, as far as dropping it on a day-to-day basis, there's no way you're gonna break this. Absolutely not. I had to throw it against the wall and then throw it up in the air. I even had that Bluetooth playing as I did it, and it continued to play afterwards. So the fact that it could do all that, to me, is a straight up win. If I was to rate this device on a 0 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 to an 8. I know that seems very, very high. And the reason why I'm rating it that high is the 8 just was a little bit too bulky for me, even the dual. This isn't bad, but that's because of the LiPo, and that's why I'm taking a couple points off, because I would have much preferred this to use an 18650. However, using an 18650, you're not gonna get nearly as much as battery life as you would as if you had a 2-cell or a 3-cell LiPo, whatever it was that was inside of there. It's really not bad, man. It's compact. It's loud. Very, very loud.